Thanks for joining us for Ohio and Company. I'm Jeannie Hogan. We have a great show in store for you today. Fair and festival season continues around the Buckeye State, and today we learn about the biggest of them all, the Ohio State Fair. From rides to food to live shows, we find out why this event is not to be missed. Plus, there are little kids conquering some big illnesses. Learn how you can help bring a smile to a sick child's face through the Akitigan organization. But first, a trip to our next guest's Cleveland store offers some real eye candy. Aisles and aisles of sugary treats stacked floor to ceiling. Sweeties Candy is the largest candy warehouse in the United States. Joining us is Sweeties owner Tom Scheinman, and he brought treats. Welcome.
How are you?
Great.
Yeah,
Thanks
this is the Breakfast of Champions here.
Now, I'm going to date myself here by starting off and saying this 80s box is my childhood.
I would say based on, yes, that would probably be right. We sell boxes that are decade specific from the 1950s, the 1960s, the 1970s, 80s, and the candies inside are packed more of what was really available during those particular eras. Since
you are the largest wholesaler in the United States, do you sell every kind of candy?
Pretty much. We stock about 4,000 different items. There are items that we don't stock that are just not, they're more made for the lower income type stores, dollar type stores that are just not to our par. So, but yes, we stock them.
If you can think of a candy, you've got it.
Pretty much, yes. If it's still being manufactured, we've got it.
What is a Yum Yum?
That's a marshmallow ice cream cone. Those are made in Cincinnati, Ohio. They've been around since, I think it says it there, 1936, which is just, great. Just a nice little small business. It's got their little niche of great candy.
And you are proud of your support for Ohio
companies.
Oh,
absolutely. We're just a small company. We have about 35 employees total, and we're very large in what we do, but we are so supportive of everybody in our town. We're based in Cleveland, and to try to support, particularly in the state of Ohio, all the manufacturers. You mentioned the marshmallow ice cream cones there, but we also have products from Harry London's, the Buckeye bars there, from Bloomer Chocolate in Zanesville, Ohio, with the peanut clusters, Dayton, Ohio, the three-color coconut bar there. This is a neat little item here. This particular piece is marketed by a company out of Cleveland, Ohio. And it's just a little novelty candy type item.
My kids would love that.
These are great. The Cleveland Indians candy bars made by Harry London's in Canton, Ohio. Humphrey Popcorn, or the popcorn company, but they make a saltwater taffy there. That's Cleveland, Ohio.
And these are my favorite because they melt in your mouth.
Right. Yeah, these are made by Arnold's Candies in Akron, Ohio. Again, another company that's been around longer than we have, and we've got 61 years under our belt. But the neat thing about this particular item, we pack it in a small bag that we sell these to the Dave supermarket stores in Cleveland, Ohio. We package that.
Okay.
This particular piece of candy comes out of Akron. The bag itself we buy from a company here in Columbus, at LePac. The paper header that we put on top that gets folded in the hole punch, these are printed in Independence, Ohio. So we try to source as many items as possible for everything that we need to have a successful business.
And make sure you're supporting all these Ohio businesses.
Absolutely, and most of these businesses are just small businesses like us. This particular piece, this is one of our top-selling items. These are satellite wafers. They're a little wafer that's got a beaded candy in it.
And that melts in your mouth?
It melts in your mouth. Okay. Once you get it a little wet in your mouth and you chew it, it's very, very unique. A top seller for us. This container, the lid, and that shrink band that seals it are all made in Kent, Ohio. Wow. So we have opportunities to buy these items from all over the country, but we elect to do business with our neighbors.
And
that's what it's all about.
Buckeye State.
We're staying in the Buckeye State. This is another great one, the Dum Dum Suckers.
Very popular.
Right, with the same company as the Circus Peanuts. This is Spangler Candy out of Bryan, Ohio. They're probably the largest candy manufacturer in the state of Ohio, of all the different manufacturers that we buy from.
And we were talking about vintage candy here. It's your 80s box, but you go even further back.
Yeah, we go back as far as the 50s. And these items are just really Boston baked beans. This has been around for since for 65, 70 years or so.
This could really be nostalgic for someone going through this box.
Yes, and the items in this particular box, this is sold as a package. I think they're $17.99 or something. We sell most of these on our website. They're all specific to that decade.
Yeah.
If you notice, you won't find the Skittles in an 80s box, obviously, for somebody in the 50s because they weren't even made then.
And you've also got gummy bears in the 80s box and Airheads.
But there's a difference in the gummy bear. This particular gummy bear, there are, I don't know how many different brands we stock, a lot. This particular brand is the original gummy bear, the Haribo brand. This is made in Germany.
Okay.
This is the original to the United States when they were introduced in the early 80s. So it's very important to us, because we know what's what, that we get the exact items that were for that particular era.
Exactly. How did your business get started?
Well, the business started in 1950 as a rebagger, which means that what we did was we would take these type bags of candies, and we would sell them to different grocery stores, drugstores, independent stores in Northeast Ohio. A small company started in a garage, two-story garage, 1,200 square foot, which is the size of a small house. So it was a very small company. I purchased the company in 1982 and took it to the next level. Doesn't mean that we have always been successful, because some things work, some things don't work. But we've been in business for 61 years. We're now in a 21,000 square foot store where we do all our packaging, all our shipping via the internet, and is open to the public. And it's amazing, the response when people come into the store. It's just phenomenal. The eyes just bulge. It's like, wow, I didn't know they made this stuff anymore.
Well, something that's interesting to me, you were telling me that this is the most popular candy today.
Yes.
But next week it's going to be something else.
Yes, exactly. Well, for instance, we have the old-fashioned gums, Beeman's, Blackjack, and Clove, that are very, very popular, but they're only available about every 3 years or so. So we get our load in. It's coming in next week. And I think we have 140,000 packs of gum coming in. So we try to get enough of those items, because we won't see it again for 3 years, and so we'll have enough for maybe a year or so.
Do you find that you're doing more sales online now?
Oh yeah, our web business is incredible. We're in the top 5 in the country. And a lot of the reason for that is because we market so many items you can't find anywhere.
So what is your favorite of all of this?
I didn't bring it. Well, actually, it's not on the table because I ate it on the way down.
So
and
smart.
It's a chunky candy bar. It's made by Nestle. It's been around forever. It's just a fat piece of chocolate that's got peanuts and raisins in it.
Well, thanks so much for bringing all the treats today. Tom Scheinman from Sweeties Candy. And for more on Sweeties Candy, log on to sweetiescandy.com. Up next, it's a yearly tradition that draws in thousands of visitors from around the Buckeye State. We check out what this year's Ohio State Fair has to offer when Ohio & Company continues.